Okay. I'd like to call to order the Lincoln County School Board tax hearing. This is time set aside for public comment. Public comment is allowed in the next 15 minutes. Right now, I don't believe we have anybody signed up to speak, but we have this 15 minutes in place in case somebody shows up to do so. So
I haven't received any comments electronically or over the phone.
right.
That was included in the advertisement.
Okay. So for the next 15 minutes.
Just hang out, I guess.
Yep. That's what we will do.
You have a sign sheet?
Yes.
Do we have to say online? Just
All right, our 15 minutes of time is up for our tax, so we will now adjourn that meeting, and we will welcome and call to order the regular September meeting of the Lincoln County School Board. It is a called meeting because of the change in time, therefore there's no changes to the agenda. Number 2, public comment for agenda items only. We have no one here to sign up to speak. Therefore, we will move on to number 3, the superintendent and staff reports, which you can look through at your leisure.
I got a question on that.
Okay, what is your question?
On 3C, are all the schools still meeting those?
Yes. The site base, yes. Who are we missing?
I can. And then just, on the, safety drills report, like that report, that's one clarification for myself. All the drills are still like the first 30 days except, the fire drill, and then again in January, correct? And then those are like the first 2 weeks of school, and then one every calendar month thereafter.
The fire zone thing is every month. What you just said, all the others being the first 30 days. I'm not for sure. I think it's the first 2 weeks after winter break. I mean, they always knock them out first thing, but I think it is 2 weeks. I think you're correct. Except for fire drill, you do 2 the first 2 weeks.
Right. First 2 weeks, and then one every calendar month that you're in.
Yes.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure it still wasn't.
Yes, sir.
Looking at that report. Thank you for doing that.
Yes,
Can
sir.
I make a comment about the SBM reports? The only one I see that's not there is Waynesburg, and they're just now in the process of getting their council back together because coming out of the CSI status, that'll be the reason we would not see one from Waynesburg.
Anything else on superintendent and staff report? Okay. Our consent agenda, any questions or discussion on consent agenda? If not, I will accept a motion to approve the consent agenda items. Ricky makes a motion, second. Gloria seconds. Vote, Gloria,
Yes.
Etta,
Yes.
Bruce.
Yes.
Ricky. Yes, sir. And I vote yes also. Action items, 5A, setting the tax rates. Leanne Smith.
My recommendation is to set the tax rates for 2021, 2022 at 53.2 cents per $100 for assessed value for real property, and at 54.5 cents per $100 assessed value for personal property, 54.2 cents per $100 assessed value for motor vehicles, and 3% for the utility tax. The real property rate would be a decrease from last year's rate of 53.95.
Any questions or discussion on tax rate? If there's no questions or discussion, I would ask for a motion to set the tax rate for the 2021-2022 school year at 53.2 cents per $100 assessed value for real property, and at 54.5 cents per $100 assessed value for personal property, and then 54.2 cents per $100 assessed value for motor vehicles, and a 3% for utility tax. Ricky makes a motion, second. Gloria seconds. Vote, Gloria,
Yes.
Etta,
Yes.
Bruce,
Yes.
Ricky. Yes, sir. And I vote yes also. 5B, the dual credit certification program. Jeannie Cooper.
As we talked earlier, I'm requesting the board approve the tuition reimbursement to 2 certified teachers so that they could teach the dual credit classes for our students. You have the bills, I think, attached to the items. One teacher had to take 2 classes and one teacher had to take 1 class. And the total for the one teacher that had to take 2 classes was $19.90, and the other teacher was $673. These classes did not go towards their rank or their master's. These classes were specifically so that they could teach our dual credit classes.
Any questions or discussion about dual credit certification tuition reimbursement?
They have to sign a 5-year contract to stay with us, correct?
We can do that, yes.
And can it start when they first started teaching, or are we
Oh, that's a long time ago.
I mean, when they first started teaching this class.
Yes,
When they, after they,
we could do that, yes. We
Yeah,
have,
Just make it, instead of doing 5 year, we just see, if they've already done it for 2 years and just start.
right.
Right.
Prorate
Just
it
make,
out.
yes, I want it to start when they first start. Not 5 years today.
And that would be to prorate out, so they would reimburse for a decreased amount each year if they left prior to that term.
that's what our contract is. And one's already been teaching since 2019, 20, I believe, so.
Any other?
Go ahead.
Go ahead, no.
If there's no other questions, I'll make the motion.
Okay, Gloria, but now, let me read the motion first. I need a motion to approve the tuition reimbursement for classes taken for certifications to teach dual credit courses at Lincoln County High School. Gloria, makes the motion. Second,
Second.
Etta seconds. Vote, Gloria,
Yes.
Etta,
Yes.
Bruce.
Yes.
Ricky. Yes, sir. And I vote yes also. 5C, bus driver, additional hour for cleaning. Mr. Rowe or Mr. Krager?
I'll defer to Mr. Kroger.
Yes, this was just really going back to what we had last year. Last year was approved for an additional hour just for that school year, not knowing what the situation would be this fall. Obviously, we're back to just as severe or maybe a more severe situation than we were last year with the Delta variant. And we're wanting, the drivers are already doing this work, so they're going above and beyond already. I just want to get it back to where it was last year, where they're getting paid for the additional record keeping and cleaning that they're having to do.
Okay. Any further comment or question about the bus driver additional hour for cleaning?
I just want to say again that I really appreciate the drivers that stepped up and done this, whether they did, not knowing whether they was going to get paid to do it or not. I really appreciate that.
I do as well.
Okay. I think we all do. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Let me, need to approve the motion to approve an additional hour for bus drivers to complete COVID-related cleaning and paperwork. Bruce Smith makes the motion. Second.
Second.
Etta seconds. And vote, Gloria,
Yes.
Etta,
Yes.
Bruce.
Yes.
Ricky.
Yes, sir.
And I vote yes also. 5D, the Lincoln County High School band fees. Mr. Rowe.
Yes, the high school is asking to be able to charge a fee of up to $100 for students who are in the marching band. For those students who are not able to pay it, they will not be required to. This has helped fund their programs. And as we discussed at our working meeting, this is a much smaller fee than surrounding districts are charging. Some are charging up to $600 to $1,000. So my recommendation is we would approve that with the caveat to make sure the kids who can't pay are not required to pay.
And the one other thing I think we need to bring up again, this is just a reinstatement.
Yes.
Correct. Okay. All right. Any questions or comments? If there are none, I'd ask for a motion to approve the 2021-2022 band fees.
I make the motion.
Etta makes a motion. Second. I will second. Vote, Gloria,
Yes.
Etta,
Yes.
Bruce,
Yes.
Ricky. Yes, sir. And I vote yes also. 5E, funding assurances. Mr. Rowe.
This is an annual requirement that I'm supposed to submit to the Kentucky Department of Education that does require board approval. It goes through many, many questions and statements of yes or no, are you doing what you're supposed to do? So I go through that and verify that we're doing what we're supposed to do. And upon the approval of the board, and you've got an attachment of that, I will then submit that to KDE showing it's been board approved.
Any questions or comments? If there are none, I'd ask for a motion to approve the district funding assurances. Ricky makes a motion. Second.
I'll second it.
Gloria seconds. Vote, Gloria,
Yes.
Etta,
Yes.
Bruce.
Yes.
Ricky. Yes, sir. I vote yes also. 5F, the 2022-2023 one-to-one contracts. Ms. Hart.
So this is a just in case, as I explained before, House Bill 5623 would alleviate the need for one-to-one contracts, but just in case, since it's in litigation, if anything should change, I just wanted them approved if I need to send those out last minute.
Questions or comments about one-to-one contracts for next school year? Okay. If there are none, I'd ask for a motion to approve the 2022-2023 one-to-one contracts. Bruce makes the motion. Second, Ricky, and vote, Gloria,
Yes.
Etta,
Yes.
Bruce.
Yes.
Ricky? Yes, sir. I vote yes also. 5G, the exceptional child virtual teacher position, Claudia Godby.
We are asking the board to create a position for an exceptional child teacher to teach alongside our virtual teachers so that we can meet our minutes for students with disabilities and have chosen the virtual route just for the remainder of this school year. And we will use our ARP, American Recovery, help me, Leanne.
That's good enough.
We'll use our COVID money.
There you go.
Is that what, is that it?
That's what I need.
Is that what you need? Okay. To cover that position.
Okay. Any questions or comments about that position? If there are none, I would ask for a motion to create an exceptional child virtual teacher position and add it to the salary schedule.
I make the motion.
Gloria makes a motion, Ricky seconds, vote Gloria,
Yes.
Etta,
Yes.
Bruce.
Yeah.
Ricky. Yes, sir. I vote yes also. 5H, adult lunch prices, Darren Yaden.
Yeah, the state has changed what we're going to be required to charge for adult lunch prices, and they'll go up to $4.60.
Questions or comment? If there are none, I would ask for a motion to approve the increase in adult lunch prices.
I'll make a motion.
Gloria makes a motion, Ricky seconds, vote Gloria,
Yes.
Etta,
Yes.
Bruce.
Yes.
Ricky. Yes, sir. I vote yes also. 5I, the FY 2021 CATS Technology Activity Report, Leanne Smith.
The CATS FY 2021 Technology Activity Report must be approved by the Board of Education and then submitted to the Kentucky Department of Education. The report determines subsequent offers of assistance from the state matching education technology funds. So I'm asking for approval of the CATS Technology Activity Report. What this does is summarizes, it takes the amount of money that we've spent on technology in the last school year, divides it up into broad categories. And KDE uses this to show the legislature that there are ongoing needs for technology in districts that will allow them to allocate funds to districts for technology uses.
Any questions or comments? If there are none, I'd ask for a motion to approve the FY 2021 CATS Technology Activity Report. Ricky makes a motion, Bruce seconds. Vote Gloria,
Yes.
Etta,
Yes.
Bruce.
Yeah.
Ricky. Yes, sir. And I vote yes also. 5J, working budget, Leanne Smith.
The working budget is due to KDE by September the 30th, 2021. I'm asking for approval of the 2021-2022 working budget as we discussed at the meeting last week.
Questions or comments? If there are none, I would ask for a motion to approve the 2021-2022 working budget. Bruce makes a motion, Ricky. Etta seconds. I'm sorry. But not my kid. So take a vote. Gloria,
Yes.
Etta,
Yes.
Bruce.
Yes.
Ricky. Yes, sir. And I vote yes also. 5K, final SBDM allocations, Leanne Smith.
Schools are to receive their final SBDM allocations by September the 15th, 2021. I'm asking you all to approve an additional 0.5 teacher allocation to Houstonville, an additional 0.5 teacher to the middle school, and an additional 0.4 teacher to Crab Orchard based on the September 2nd, 2021 ADM report.
Okay. Any questions or comments about those additions? Allocations. All right. If we have none, I'd ask for a motion to approve the 2021-2022 final SBDM allocations. Bruce makes the motion. Second,
Second.
Etta. Vote Gloria,
Yes.
Etta,
Yes.
Bruce.
Yes.
Ricky. Yes, sir. I vote yes also. Bus bids, Leanne Smith.
Bids were opened on September the 7th for, we just received bids for one bus, which was bus 501. So I'm asking the board to accept the high bid made on bus 501, which was made by Harmon Paving in the amount of $1,567. We did not receive any bids for the remaining 3 buses, and I think since I've already got permission to advertise that, would it be okay to advertise that an additional
Yes.
week to see if we can get some bids in. If that's okay, I'll just go ahead and run that bid in the paper next Thursday, and then we will open, see if we get any more the following week. But at this time, I'm asking for approval for the bid made on bus 501.
Any question or comment about the bid for the bus? If not, I would ask for a motion to accept the bid for Harmon paving for bus 501. Ricky makes the motion. Bruce seconds. Vote, Gloria,
Yes.
Etta,
Yes.
Bruce.
Yes.
Ricky.
Yes, sir.
I vote also. Yes, also. All right. 5M, abolish the industrial technology coordinator position. Mr. Rowe.
Yes, we have an employee who's going to be officially retiring, takes effect October the 1st. And since that employee is retiring, I'm asking the board to abolish the position of instructional technology coordinator.
Okay. Any questions or comments? If there are none, I'd ask for a motion to abolish the instructional technology coordinator position. Ricky makes a motion, second.
I'll second.
Gloria seconds. Vote, Gloria,
Yes.
Etta,
Yes.
Bruce,
Yes.
Ricky. Yes, sir. I vote yes also. 5N, Director of Secondary Schools position, Mr. Rowe.
Yes, taking the money we've saved from our instructional technology coordinator position and then some additional funds beyond that from the general fund. I'd like to ask the board to create a director of secondary schools position. This person would serve the middle school and high school. We know that's an area of concern for the district. And we know there's a lot of learning loss that's happened due to COVID, not just, at elementary, it's also there. So I asked the board to create this position, and I think it's a position that can take us to the next level academically.
Questions or comments about the position?
Is this position from now on, not just for this year,
Yes, it'd be a permanent position.
from permanent?
And it is a director's position as stated, not chief, right?
It's a director, yes.
Director.
Any other questions? Okay. If there are none, I would accept a motion to create a director of secondary schools position and add it to the salary schedule. Bruce makes a motion, Ricky second. Vote, Gloria,
Yes.
Etta,
Yes.
Bruce.
Yes.
Ricky.
Yes, sir.
I vote yes also. 5O, school psychologist position, Claudia Godby.
We have a 1.0 school psychologist position that's been posted for a year or so, and we've not been able to attract nor fill that position. I would like to ask the board's permission for us to be able to break that into 2.5 positions, with the hope of being able to find 2 retired persons that would be able to come back and fill those.
Any questions or comments about splitting the position into 2 half-time positions?
What do you think the reason is we're not getting any traction on that position?
I think they're difficult to find. Right now, UK and U of L are the only 2 schools that are putting out school psychologists, and those are being swallowed up by Jefferson County and Fayette County. And
Because of location or salary?
location and salary.
So we thought about increasing the pay on that and advertising it again?
Well, I would love to do that, but that one's larger than myself. I think that we could find someone possibly if we raise the pay on hours, but again, that's not what our salary schedule says. But they are hard to find. Several districts have found themselves in the position of having to contract for that service. And we actually had to contract for a short period of time last year, and it was a very substantial cost to contract for evaluations. So we're just lucky that we've been able to reach out to 2 retired persons who would be willing to split that.
So you've already got somebody in mind, okay?
Well, I have 2 persons that would be willing, if the opportunity were presented to them, to come in and help us get through the school year. And we did this last year as well. We brought in 2 part-time persons to help us.
Is there a way we can do this and keep the job listing available for a full-time option if one was to come about?
That's all up to the board, yes.
I just think it needs to be revisited as far as the salary schedule goes, whatever we need to do. But I'm completely fine with retirees coming back, but I just don't think it's a long-term plan. It doesn't seem like to me that's it gets us through this year, but it doesn't help next year or the year after or 10 years from now.
I'll make a suggestion that the board approve what is presenting there with the goal of bringing something back to the board for next year with a higher salary to attract more applicants.
Okay.
We would have to create another position, right? Guess if you change this one.
Or we could put this one back together.
Or change it back.
Yeah, into a 1.0
Right.
at the end of the school year and attract and advertise it as a 1.0 position. Mr. Lane, with your, and the board's okay, I would be glad to reach out to other districts that are not Fayette County, not Jefferson County, but surrounding districts and get them comparable.
We
Cover some
did,
salaries.
we did increase the days
We did
this year,
increase the
trying to get a little more competitive.
Well, we know how important it is, so I think we need to do what we need to do. And thankful for these retirees. Let's make sure we get that right. Glad you're coming back.
Very thankful.
So at this point, we still want to look at
I
just doing the
do,
2.5, but with the idea of revisiting this position to possibly increase the pay
yes,
and re-advertise it at the end of the school year.
yes, sir.
Correct.
Thank you so much.
That would be my recommendation to the board.
Well, right now, I'm just going to divide the position, and then the other would have to be brought back for us again.
We can do that in the spring.
Okay. Any other questions or discussion? Okay. I would ask for a motion to create a total of 2.5 school psychologist positions from the one school psychologist position in order for that to be filled. Ricky makes a motion, Etta seconds. Vote, Gloria,
Yes.
Etta,
Yes.
Bruce,
Yes.
Ricky.
Yes, sir.
And Wynn votes yes also. You have the one addendum item, mass, Mr. Rowe.
Yes, if you are able to keep up with our state legislature today, it looks like either it's been done or it's almost done, is the decision of wearing masks from the Kentucky Board of Education is null and void. So basically what they have done is they took that power away from the Kentucky Board of Education and have thrown it back in the laps of school boards to make local decisions. Once this bill passes, and it may have already, again, I cut off before the board meeting, a district has 5 days to make a decision what you want to do with masks. Because after 5 days, that goes away, which means if we don't do anything, that means students would not wear masks in the building. I think it's prudent from my experience of seeing what's going on so far. But, to me, there's no doubt in my mind that we need masks for our kids, especially for those who are unable to get the vaccine at this time. But I'll open up the board and let y'all have a discussion about that.
This didn't change that bus mandate, did it? Because
did not.
that's federal, right?
That's federal, yes.
Doesn't change in the tech center either, because they have to wear it for the same reason.
What's the latest on the test and stay? Program I noticed. I've been
That's another discussion. What they discussed today, that's not going to be a requirement. It's something a board could do. I know Ms. Griffin was gracious enough to talk to me today. Our drug testing company in Vivo has reached out saying they could do that for our district if we so choose. We do have our principals meeting tomorrow. We always have that after our regular board meeting. I'd like to get their input on that. If that's something they want to go with, that's something we could do. Through Vivo will be no cost to the district. But I can tell you the big picture of it was shared yesterday during one of the education committee meetings. If every district in the state does this, they're estimating the cost to do the stay in school with this, or test to be stay in school, at $66 million per week. This is what's going to cost, I guess, the federal government, whoever's paying for it. It's not going to cost the district for that. So there is a price to pay with that, but if that's what it's going to take to keep our kids in school, I'm all for it.
Any other questions or discussion? I would like to take a vote on this tonight, as far as just to stay ahead of this. Otherwise, we'd have to call a special meeting to do anything. So, if you don't mind, I'll make the motion to approve a mask mandate for students and staff while inside the school building for the 2021-2022 school year. Need a second.
Second,
Etta seconds. Vote. Gloria,
Yes.
Etta,
yes.
Bruce.
Yes.
Ricky.
Yes, sir.
And I vote yes also. Now I need a motion to adjourn.
No.
Bruce got the motion, Ricky seconds, vote Gloria,
Yes.
Etta,
Yes.
Bruce.
Yes.
Ricky. Yes, sir. I vote yes also. I'm gonna start putting little lights up here, so. Yeah, so quick. I feel like I'm
He
doing
still doesn't
Jeopardy.
stop.
Hey, all I'm saying,
It's-